Well, our dear beloved viewers, we welcome you to Mimo Finding the Winner Within. It's a wonderful Saturday, by the way. All of us who are joining us on this journey, the Mimo Finding the Winner Within, from our homes, from the comfort, of our offices. People are working. Yeah, the year is breaking, but people are still working. People are still, hustling up and down. We welcome you wherever you're watching us from. Facebook Live friends, you're doing an amazing job. Keep posting, keep sharing, keep, keep liking, comment your experiences in everything we talk about. We're glad to have you. I'm with the super four, the wonderful four, and they're coming to you. My name is Ak Solomon. This is Fresh TV. Mimo Finding the Winner Within, every Saturday, 8 p.m. up to 9 p.m. Well, how are we, guys?
I thought it was going to say ladies first.
It's okay.
First. Okay.
How are you guys? How you doing? Shout out to Camila. Camila is always spreading the word out there. Big up to you, girl. My name is Midi Kudzi. Thank you so much, guys, for joining in. We appreciate you. 2020 has been a good year.
Yeah.
A beautiful start.
Sure.
We can't wait to get into 2021.
Wow. 2021. Let me have you join us.
Well, hi everyone. This is Joya Sarah, as usual, with our team. We are so grateful. I am glad that you always tuned in, and yeah, the year has been wonderful. We are coming to an end. Personally, I am so excited whenever it's coming to Christmas time, Christmas season. So this is basically my best season at this point. I don't think about any other thing that
I've never got new clothes.
I don't really mind about new clothes, but I just love the season as Christmas.
But it hasn't kicked in.
It's a really happy.
Have you realized that Christmas hasn't really kicked in?
Depends on where you're.
But this year also has been unique.
It hasn't. I don't feel the festivities in us.
It is us to make it.
It
feel
starts
like
with us,
that,
like how we are now today. By the way, I want to appreciate this. Yeah, this is the first start we have to
So-
do.
Oh, you're appreciating.
So really, I am so glad to have all of you here today. And yeah, stay tuned. Call each and everyone. We are going to be sharing very wonderful things, and God bless you.
We take the blessing.
And this is Grace Maburiro Chewbacca.
The king himself.
The king himself. Donc, partout où vous nous suivez, au Burundi, Congo, Bujumbura, et partout où vous êtes, ne nous quittez pas, nous allons être ensemble encore et vous allez vraiment être animés et édifiés et tout ça. Alors, restez, ne quittez pas. It's another amazing month. Actually, it's my birth month, and so they're celebrating me with Jesus Christ. So
Amen.
it's just a great month.
Happy
for me.
belated birthday.
Thank you.
Happy birthday, Grace. Happy belated birthday. May this new age bring you happiness, joy, and
Appreciate.
blessings. Yes.
Thank you.
Well, our dear viewers, these are the super four. Yeah, me inclusive.
Yep.
And I want to appreciate you before we even do anything. Remember, the month was around July. We started this, and our dear viewers have been with us. This has been a journey.
Yeah.
Worth of it.
Yeah.
People have just appreciated this work. People always tell us, we are watching you, your show is nice. And we just give the glory to God. People are watching us.
Yeah, the recognition we get out there. I remember when I was going to church one time, like how you enter and then they register you. I was putting on a mask, and then I just saw the guy writing my name. So in my head, I'm like, why? I'm wearing a mask. It's
But
like,
your name is?
It's like, Tumamani, we know you. Thank you so much for the show. I'm like, oh no, that's so nice. So we really appreciate our viewers from South Africa, from Zimbabwe, from Uganda, from Kenya, from Congo, from Uganda,
Tuwebazanyo. This is where we are. So Oli King Mengo, I want to thank you. I want to thank Henry. I want to thank, John and the wife. I met them in Lugogo and they watch us. I want to thank everyone that watches this show in the name of Jesus. We bless you wherever by the people watch us. They watch this, and this is, it's inclusive. So we thank God for that. So I understand this has been, a unique year, quite so unique. Many people set goals. Many people anticipated for a lot of things to happen in their lives. Many people had a lot in thoughts to happen. People who were in, students, candidates, most so who were in, S6, expected, what to do with their exams so early and go in their vacations. people who were vacists then wanted, you know, to join campus.
And then we also had goals of getting married in 2020.
By the way,
they're all goals.
every time you open your Facebook, people are getting married. People are married.
Can you imagine?
My God.
Pandemic.
I know, right?
Where do people get this capital to, you know, to wed and introduce amidst, you know, economic scarcity and the pandemic?
I don't
But
know.
that's another thing to look at.
But I think there are some people that set goals and resolutions.
They're achieving them, yeah.
In the beginning of the year, and they say, no matter what
Guys,
comes my way,
huh?
I have to.
But there are some far-fetched goals that, you know what, came abruptly and people have achieved them forcefully.
Yeah.
So,
In the pandemic, but man, I'm getting married.
but the me move is also, you know, something that has been attained in this
Of
pandemic.
course, of
It's
course.
a fruit of this pandemic.
God.
So I know, as we have been discussing, many people out there, and the year is ending. You know, when the year is ending or starting, people have a lot in minds, a lot in thoughts. You know, people are looking, because in most cases when the year is starting, you set goals. You set, you know, you say, this year I want to do this. The goal can be physical, family, educational, artistic, you know, career goal,
personal
you know,
goals.
personal goal, anything. So when, as there are goals, you start evaluating how you are achieving whatever you say you reach upon.
Yeah.
So, but you will find that some people this year, it has been quite funny. So some people feel left out. Maybe some people feel they have not done enough. Some people even blame themselves for not, you know, attaining some things. But I believe you people, you have a wonderful message. You have, because we are experiencing this as we, because my graduation was prolonged to March next year. Everything was prolonged, everything. Contracts, you know, contracts, some of the contracts were terminated here and there.
Yeah.
Things didn't move as we expect them to move, but no matter what, we feel that we can't just be stopped like that. So everything you set this year and you have not attained, you can still sit down as the year, we're going to another year, resolve, you know, put back things as they are, and you start off. What do you think about that?
I feel like for my side, I know that there are people that I'm representing out there. I'm the kind of a person that does not make a fuss about New Year resolutions. I've never been like them, like, oh, it's a new year, like I need to have resolutions and all those things. Of which I know now, when I looked at, okay, when we were discussing, like, you need to discuss what goal setting, I sat down, I'm like, no, Midi, you've never really sat down and say, these are my resolutions, or like, this new year I'm supposed to do A, B, C, and D. So I feel like sometimes when you have not set a goal, you might, you're just moving. It's like you're saying whatever that is gonna come is what I'll go with. Officially, I don't think that's a very good direction to take. To just be there and wait for whatever comes your way for you to grab it and take it. But I feel like having goals is like having those things you say. You wake up every morning and knowing that, you know what, my goal is to do A, B, C, and D. So you are doing whatever you're doing with a purpose. I feel like it is important. Don't just do things just for just. You wake up and you don't even know, you don't have no direction. So I feel like goals are very much important because they give you like a direction of how you're going to be doing things every day or every minute and every second.
I feel like when we start talking about our experiences about goals and what we think about it, we are rushing so much into the topic before we actually discuss what goals, what a goal is, or what a goal setting is, because there is someone who wants to know what about a goal, like what exactly are they talking about a goal. And to me, I personally think, and I know a goal is something you aim at. A goal is a target you set. It's something you say that I want to achieve this. It's an achievement put in place. You haven't yet achieved it, but you plan to actually achieve it
in a period.
Yes. So when you set that goal, that's what we refer to as a goal when we are talking about goals. I just feel like someone needed to actually exactly know, because
we're waiting for you by there for that.
oh please.
You
Have
help.
you explained it?
Yes, but and also what I actually know is that personally, you say you're not a person who is so fanciful about setting goals and all that, and I am contrary. I actually consider the new year so much, I consider my birthday so much, that every time my birthday, it's unfortunate that I actually didn't bring my notebook with me, but I would show you that every time, for example, in my birthday, to me, my birthday is my new year. because I'm leaving this year, I'm entering into another year. And so when my birthday comes, I sit down and write. I always write. I consult with myself. I look, what do I need to do the next year? What do I set for? What am I lagging behind on? What do I need to catch up with for the next year? So I write down each and everything. And when my other birthday reaches, now the day before the other year, I'm going to come back, open that notebook.
Before you cut the cake.
Yes, where I actually wrote all that and start ticking. What have I achieved? What haven't I achieved? Why haven't I achieved it? Am I still in time to achieve it? Do I still need to achieve it?
Yes, what feeling do you always get when you see something you didn't manage to achieve?
It depends. Sometimes I never allow to feel disappointed or bad about myself. But what I want to seek is what can I do to, what solution can I get about this? Because you bear with me witness, there are some goals you set at this particular point. For example, this year has been a very good example. The year was starting, you set your goals, but in between there, you realize that actually things have happened and this goal is no longer relevant. I need to alter and go for some other goal. So even if I sit back down and I am looking at what I said, I first want to know, why didn't I achieve this goal? Maybe I changed plot, or I changed the plan, or I was lazy to do it,
or it was unrealistic.
Yes, I assess myself.
Which means that without setting a goal, you can't be successful.
I don't know. That's not how
That's
not how it works with me. Actually, you guys, it doesn't. For me, it never worked like that. Listen, this is how it happened. Maybe me, I have short-term goals, like sometimes, which I don't necessarily write down. Let me say, I'm going to give you an example of like when I was doing my bachelor's. Like I made sure at the back of my mind, I kept on telling myself that I'm not supposed to retake. I'm supposed to have, like, there's that pass mark I gave myself. It's not like I find it, I don't know why I find it very dramatic. Like for me to go like on a paper and say, you know what, I'm supposed to have this pass mark or this. I just put it at the back of my mind. I think there's a notebook inside there that I've been knowing I'm supposed to do A, B, C, and D. Of which
maybe I still think that's goal setting.
No, I think it's goal setting, but
that's what I'm saying. Maybe I think for me, I have like short-term goals that I set sometimes.
You can still set long-term goals and not write them down.
That's what I'm still explaining. I've not yet finished that I'm still giving you my short-term goals. Like I'm telling you, like I have those short-term goals. Like when I'm going for a test, I'll be like, you know what? I'm supposed to come to this economics paper. I'm supposed to have 25 out of 30. So when I'm also reading, when I'm reading, I make sure that I'm reading for a 25. You get? That's a goal.
You don't read like a person who's reading for a 15.
For 15, no. I make sure that I read if it means me sleeping, strategizing for me to get that 25. Like I'm giving an example of the cooking business that I started. It's not something that I'd put in my mind.
I talk to our viewers about that. They should be our very first
I'm a chef,
customers.
you guys. I cook food. So yeah, you give me a call. Of course, I'm gonna give you my number. You know how it is. So so brief advert, but it's okay. Anyway, go on to us. What we I didn't pay for the advert, so I have to be brief. So I was telling you that when I started this business, it's not like I had, like this was like something I had in mind. Of course, I've always wanted to own a restaurant. That has been my long-term goal. Like I'm one day in the future I have to own a restaurant. God willing, you get. Yeah. But when the pandemic came in, and then my job became slow. We were in freight forwarding and all those things, and then the borders were closed and all those things. So business was slow. Yeah. So you had to think. So I think the way I set my goals is when like reality checks in, pressure comes into my head, I be like, you know what, Midi, you need to think on what to do next. I don't know if it was this was explained. Like sometimes, I feel like there's some people that situations make them create goals.
So what you're trying to mean, there are situational goals?
Yes, there are some goals like, I'm giving you a point where I made a restaurant. It was not my goal. Like it's my home kitchen where I cooked from. My long-term goal was to own a restaurant like somewhere.
Not cooking from
home. But because when I realized that, you know what, I'm not going to work, that means money is going to be, the income is going to be slow. So I feel like sometimes, maybe when the year is starting, you don't have a clear picture yet. Maybe a situation when it comes, that's when you do what? You think on what to do at that time. Me, I'm giving an example of what went through me, like in my life. It just, one night I'm like, you know what, I need money. So what am I going to do? I woke up one morning, I'm like, you know what, I need my kitchen to do A, B, C, and D. And I would like, I need this amount of money. I go do my budget. That is me writing my goal. Like I go write my notebook, my budget. Okay, I need A, B, C, I need this kind of money. I started soliciting the money. I'm getting this money from this person, this. The next thing, I have to set up my kitchen. I have to do my buying my stock, and that's the next. In the study, I might not be writing like I want to get married in 2020 or this, but I feel like sometimes even writing a budget is like you setting your goal, because when you're writing a budget, you're also putting the profits you want from that thing. So that's also another way of writing, of goal setting, like your business. You know what? Or if it's my career, I want to be doing this
to be better in that,
yes, in that very field.
Yeah.
Yes. So I feel like sometimes situations also drive you.
Coming to you, because I understand that process of goal setting, you know, encompasses you having, you know, a developed design plan to motivate you towards achieving something. So I understand there are times in life where you have set to achieve something, and you have done everything possible for you, you know, to attain it, but you have failed at one moment or another. What has been the feeling inside you after failing or after not realizing that goal? What do you feel, always?
I don't like, I really like the fact that I don't make a fuss about it from the beginning. When I fail, I don't make a fuss about it. I am not hard on myself. Of which not everyone is like me. There are some people that are really like hard on themselves, that someone can even go into depression just because my set goal was to do A, B, C, and D, and I've not achieved. I'm such a loser. Someone, they can't even forgive themselves that because they failed to do something. Someone can even like give up. You know what? I've given myself 5 years to do something, but I've failed, so I'm done. So me, I'm not hard on myself because I don't fuss about it from the beginning. So I'm really not hard on myself.
I think if we take the example of this year with the pandemic, there are so many people who didn't really achieve what they planned before. Like the people, they set their goals, but they could not get there. You understand? But I did read C.S. Lewis. C.S. Lewis says what? I can't go back to the beginning to change it, but I can set and restart again right now with what I have to change the end. So if you didn't,
that statement needs a sip, you know.
If you didn't achieve your goals, it's not the end.
Of course.
And you can't go back to the beginning, change your goals. Yeah, I wish I did this. I wish I prepared for this. But right now, you can set yourself, reset yourself again. Start with what you have and where you are, and you can change the end. Sure. I think there is always that chance. It's to us again. So,
I want to take us behind a bit. There is something Midi said. Midi said that when you set to her, setting your goal and writing the budget is also setting a goal. And then also I want to say that, you know, setting a goal in simple terms, let's say it's a target. Setting a target you want to meet,
to achieve,
yes,
in a
you
period.
want to achieve, exactly. And when you set a target you want to achieve, in this target there is a process. I really love how when God talks to Moses and tells him to take out the children of Israel and tell to the promised land,
from Egypt,
the children of Israel are so excited and all that because they are living slavery and all that. And then God doesn't reveal to them this whole process, you understand, of walking, and then you have to meet a sea, and then it has to first be part, and then you have to move. You see, they reach.
Even before walking, there were many activities inside Egypt.
Yes, exactly. They reach and they are complaining, we miss that you come and all that. But the whole thing is that you're on your way to where? To the promised land. And so when we set a target, there is still a process. You may not really have the whole plan or the whole know of how it is going to run out, but you know at the end of the day I have to achieve that goal. Then you start to ask yourself or to question and answer to yourself, how am I achieving this goal? Well, yes, I want to become a lawyer, but how am I becoming a lawyer? Because wanting to become a lawyer is the first thing. Then you have, you know, now to become, I have to go to school. When I go to school, I have to read and study and pass. when I pass, I have to move to this step. Like
Even
that.
understanding everything you study.
And now that
Exactly.
test I was telling you, you say I want a
Exactly.
25, let me read for a 25.
Exactly.
Exactly.
The same thing. Every time you have your goal set, it also guides you on what you actually need to do. That when I know I am doing law and that's my target, to become a lawyer, I'm not going to play like everyone plays, because my goal requires a lot more of my attention. Someone already.
That's deep, because
You know,
a goal comes with a lot of responsibilities.
You know, I was about when just saying something, she triggered me. You know, sometimes I feel like people that don't achieve anything in life, or people that are full of excuses that, oh, you know what, the situation is like this. I feel like sometimes you betray yourself or you let yourself down. Look at a situation where you wake up in the morning, even if it's not a notebook, it's your phone notebook, and say, you know what, today is Monday or today is Saturday, I want to do A, B, C, and D. Start from your to-do list. It's a perfect way of achieving your goals, or even if they are short goals or small. No longer like the capital is not there for whatever it is what you want to do. But imagine you wake up, you know what, today I want my to-do list, let me do research on this, let me do, even if you are not, even if sometimes the smallest of the steps that you take on a daily basis, they say a journey of 1,000 miles start with what?
One
step. So I feel like the youth out there, this year we have given a lot of excuses. You know, this hurts me most. You know, I stay in Machindia, but you know, there are studios, you know, those slay queens that go to studios just to sit there and then they come back with money and stuff like that. Girls are like that desperate. But in my head I'm thinking, with 100,000,
just to sit and get money.
yeah, you said, to be vixens, to be anything, to the celebrities that go to record there, the studios, yeah, the slay queens do all those things. So I'm thinking, imagine if you sit down and you no gamba, like, let me start a second-hand business. Let me say I want 100,000, but how am I going to start? Let me get PK, Musenana supermarket, 1 packet of PK. I get someone to sell for me PK. Or let me get just 1 sack of charcoal that is 60,000. Let me start selling caveras of charcoal. I'm going to get something out of it. So I feel like sometimes we are not thinking. So we think like when someone says, okay, what is your new resolution? It's like, oh, I want to get married. I want to buy a car. I want to. No, sometimes it's the smallest of things. Buy your bunch of bananas. Buy your matoke. Put them there at the gate and sell them. The smallest of the something that you do every day on a daily basis, it's going to take you to you buying the car, the hammer that you want to buy. We overdream and want to achieve something that is unrealistic. I don't have a house, I don't have a job, but I want to buy a car. So when I don't buy a car in 2020, I get mad at myself.
So even a goal has to be realistic.
It has to be realistic. It's very much important.
Don't set a goal that is beyond everything that you have. Maybe it can be a long-term goal.
No, it's a long-time goal, but put it at the back of your mind that every one step is important.
So in actual sense, a goal has to be, you know, specific, measurable, attainable, time-bound, and, you know, very realistic.
Yeah.
I actually will disagree personally. If I am setting a goal, I don't necessarily think that a goal has to be realistic. Why? Because I am serving an unrealistic goal. Like, if I am going to dream of big things, I think to me what is realistic is how I start. How I start on what I want to achieve. That's what I would agree with, being realistic. Again, because when we talk about goals, we are talking about something that a goal, okay, depending also on your time frame. You get, I would say, but I can't really say before I move to them, but my goals are so crazy. They are really wild.
Don't be overtaken by those people. They have yes, come on.
Okay, yeah, but me personally, if I want something, I'm not going to. There's nothing impossible to God.
Sure, that's right.
So why should I limit my goal?
No, it's okay.
There's something I want to show you.
It's okay, Joyous.
No, wait, I am driving at something.
Please do.
I will not limit whatever I think I need. I am going to think about it. What I can now start to look at is how I am starting to move to my goal. You get? In other words, I want, for example, let's say I want to build a mansion, but I'm not going to do it now. So I'm going to start with what I have now. or let's say I talked about short-term and long-term goals. If I say, I don't know what, okay, if I say I want to start an estate house, like estate house business, yes, an estate business, then I'll say at this moment I have 100,000. What business can 100,000 do for me? Then I start with that. I'm not going to stay in that business for long. When I am done and I've got capital that can support the other thing, then I'll move with this capital to the other bigger goal.
Then your goal is realistic.
I don't know.
It is realistic.
How?
Because you've said my goal long term, you've made it already realistic that it's now I can't
it's
afford.
Not for now. That's being real.
You've been real to yourself because you know you have 100,000 in your pocket, so you can't.
Yeah, because it's
what's real now is that process.
No,
like
what's
the
real is whatever is in
what
the
you're
process.
setting, even what you're setting. Now you see how you've said, I know my pocket has 100,000. I can't build apartments with 100,000. So what do I need to do? I need to start a small business that is going to produce me money to build
That's
a house.
being real in the
You've
first
been
place.
real already.
To our dear viewers, this is Mimo finding the winner within. This team is so hot. I told you this is the Knowledge Command Center. But
Check it out.
knowledge. So people watching us on Facebook Live, please comment, like, and share. People watching us on your television, Rest TV, Go TV, free to air, StarTimes, please call your relatives, your mama, your senga, your jaja, Grace. Have you called people in Bukavu?
Of course.
The whole coast has to be watching me.
Seeing the
So
French comment.
let them watch, let them share this. We are so happy to have you. So continue, enjoying this. As you bring up something, please do.
Yeah, I was actually saying what I want. There is a mindset of someone who feels they cannot achieve a certain something because they feel it is an unrealistic goal. Why? Because, for example, someone will tell you in our family, there is not even my father has ever owned a house. We've always rented. You get? I cannot wake up with a family. So yes, you get. So someone feels that's really unrealistic. And looking at them at that particular point with Abela, you
That's
understand?
a great point, yeah.
But what I want to take out of the mindset is that when you want to achieve something, a goal is free. It's not paid for. You get? It's free. So dream of every big thing you can think of. The Bible actually says that God has plans for us. Things that no eye has seen, no ear has heard, and no mind has perceived. That means they've never even existed. We have the ability of actually inventing something extremely new.
Don't limit yourself.
Yes, so don't look
That's
at
a great message.
your surrounding, don't look at your environment, don't look at your peers, what they've achieved.
Excuse me, I think, okay, let me not say that against what you're saying, but before I set a goal, or when I'm setting a goal, I have to see my environment, I have to see the people around me, I have to see the people who can even support the goal. Because what we are saying, we are trying to make realistic is we can be having a long-term goal, yeah. But in the process of that long-term goal, we have many realistic short-term goals. You understand?
Yes.
Because like me, I want to be an architect. I want to be having a $400,000 salary a year. You understand? But I can't get that now. But my short-term goal right now is I'm upgrading, you understand? I have to go back to school.
And
And after that, having some other years, yeah, of working for a registered architect. So, in a big term goal, we have short.
Can I ask you guys something? Is goal setting motivated or are goals motivated?
It has to be motivated.
Yes, are they
By what?
motivated?
By you, actually,
For me, I even think they do motivate you, the one who is setting.
But
them.
are they motivated?
It depends on the beholder.
someone said this, when you set a goal, yeah, when you set a goal, because there is a process. Now you have to make sure that when you are going through that process, it has to be enjoyable to you.
Yeah.
Now, when I get a goal, I write it down. After writing my goal down, I have to write also the means. How am I going to get there?
That are taking you
I
there.
know, I have faith, yeah, of big things, even bigger than what she's saying. Yeah, but you have to make steps. You have to know, I want to be this. How am I going to get there? I have faith I will get there, but how? As you're working with God and what you're writing here, see the abilities you have, That's why they say that you should not set a goal that is
But does faith
much bigger than you. I think goal and dreams are two different things. I'm allowed to dream anything.
Of course,
Like they said,
true.
imaginations are better than knowledge. I can imagine everything. If everyone was imagining and doing like kids do,
Like-
because when you were a kid, you were thinking of things that no one could do like
Beyond
that.
imagination,
Now they
yeah.
tell you if you could be now imagining that kid and you try to bring that. That's how new things come in the world. You understand?
By the way-
Imagining, dreaming big. But before you get where your dreams are, you have to set goals and you have to see how are you going to get there. You're saying you have a home kitchen. When you started, I know you put yourself a picture in the mind. I think I have my friend. I have to talk to them. They will be coming to buy my food. You understand? It will be unrealistic if I could start the kitchen, but in my surrounding, there is no one who can afford 10,000
Yeah,
to
true.
buy my food.
True.
So we have to know the environment you are in.
Yeah.
You have faith. You will be having
In fact, I know how
restaurant,
market,
big
you know,
ones.
business people.
You get
Bashamuka.
Bashamuka.
Wait.
You understand?
Wait.
Of course, I was one of the first customers, by the way.
I'm challenges and I'm still waiting on Noah's money.
Yeah, great points, by the way. I'm learning a lot.
Il y a toujours des progrès. Il y a toujours des progrès. D'où tu viens, d'où tu pars, il y a toujours un chemin que tu dois parcourir.
Well, from
What
that,
is that?
no. Don't add on anything. From that, our dear viewers, we are coming back from this short break. This is Mimu finding the winner within every Saturday, 8 p.m. up to 9 p.m. This is the Knowledge Command Center. Let's repeat this. This team is so, amazing. These people are so knowledge-filled, and I'm humbled to work with you. I don't know what's making you laugh, but let me get back to you. Let's get from this short break. We'll be right back after this. May God bless you.
That movie made there.
You okay? Our dear viewers, we're back from this short break. But never again so ridiculous. So what do you think is in my juice? Is there something else you put in like that is not different from yours?
What do they even say?
This is Mimu finding the winner within. These are the movers. I never mind. Our dear viewers watching us from every part of the country, are watching us from abroad. People in Canada, people in USA, people in Abu Dhabi, people from Oman,
Qatar.
Zimbabwe, Vareri. Yeah, we love you people.
Bukavu.
Kenya, Bukavu, Congo.
Yeah, Merry Christmas.
People in
Tanzania.
Kansanga. Wow.
Joyeux Noël.
People watching us on Facebook Live all over Uganda. We love you so much. So, Midi, what was your favorite meme this year? This year has had memes about the ongoing situations, about what was your favorite meme? Okay, any quote that was, I had, if I die, I die, what and what. There are many. What was your favorite?
Me, my special statement was, it's time to take care of myself. Or it's now about me.
So that's
Because-
a statement.
Yeah, because 2020 showed us who is there for you and who's not there for you. Like it went down. And the fact that, one thing I've realized is when a pandemic came, it did not come to only Joyce's home. It came to all our homes. So that meant that we were meant to be selfish to some extent. to mind about ourselves now because you got no source
They
of
say that
income.
self-love is not selfishness.
Yeah, of course, I mean
So it's
selfish in
just
that way. Yeah, like
self-love.
But when
quotes.
self-love encroaches on other people's happiness, it becomes selfishness.
Yeah, of course, that's a statement I learned that it's time to take care of myself now. It's now about me for now.
I a social media person, so much like deeply in social media, following up everything that happens. Are you one?
What do you mean social media person?
Like do you always follow up things trending on social media?
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
What was your favorite meme in terms of stuff that makes people laugh around? What was your favorite meme?
Coronavirus! That meme of coronavirus, when how people are taking it so funny at the time when the virus had just come in, not knowing that it was suddenly it was going to kill all of us. Like when you hear someone cough, then the voice that Cardi B's was like coronavirus. That's what she did.
Whoa.
So
By the many memes trended, Joyous,
Yeah.
what was yours?
I can't even tell right now.
But you're one of the social
That's
media
such an
users.
ambush.
joyous is social media. Social media is joyous.
So what was your favorite? Okay, what was your favorite? What is your favorite? Scenario you observed on social media that was quite interesting for you.
I don't remember.
Is it an ambush?
Yeah.
Okay, me I always see friends of mine posting, other people posting, friendship goals with someone.
Oh.
Relationship goals. Bewa bo. You get?
You didn't just say bo.
Lose.
So, what are your goals? What do you always post about goals? Life goals. Someone posting KFC, Javas. But those posts during the pandemic reduced. We wondered where the phones had gone
Of
and what.
course, with the lockdown. How
course,
you,
Man,
what
people
I
have
thought-
money. Maybe you don't have money, but people have money.
Okay, anything. Okay. Okay, what are your goals when you are talking that perspective? Friendship goals. When you talk about friends, when you talk about relationship, what is your ultimate goal? How do you want things to move when we say that maybe you have set a goal about, your relationship, maybe friends in line? How do you want your friends to be relating with you when you are to say that you are meant in line or focusing on people you are relating to? In terms of friendship goals, what is your ultimate expectation out of a friend?
I don't have points I look at. I'm like when I'm looking for I'm getting. I think I attract what I am. I think that's what happens with me. Since I'm better, like I have a paper. I'm saying my friend has to be
no.
thick. My friend has to be light skinned. My friend, no. I think I attract what I am. So I don't really.
So what you attract?
Exactly.
According to what you've just said, there is a time some certain billionaires were together for dinner. Seeing the Jeff Bezos, Buffett, and Bill Gates stuff. Now someone came,
You
and me,
me, who are there?
the king himself. So, someone came and asked them, you guys, you are the most successful people in the world. So, what's the
Yes, please.
very important fact about success? Then they all kept quiet and they all came at once, focus. They all said focus. About what you asked, like in your friendship goals, weight loss goals and stuff. So as I said before,
Did you just say weight loss?
Yeah, it's a goal.
it's a goal.
Yeah, sure.
Even happiness is a goal.
Okay.
There are even attitude goals.
Okay, so we have long-term goals. Now, although what you're saying, friendship, weight loss and stuff, become as part-term goals. They are in the big goal that you have in your
The
life.
process of
You understand? Now, everything that doesn't give you focus to go up to that long-term goals that you have, you have to find a way of cutting it off.
For example,
If your relationship, doesn't give you focus into your goal or the process of your goal, you have to cut it off. So everything you do, you have to do it according to where you're going. If she doesn't support you,
before you continue,
if he doesn't support you,
are you saying that every relationship, be it a friendship, be it a lover, be it whatever it is, acquaintances, whatever, colleagues, it has to be somehow be connected to what I'm trying to achieve in life?
don't you think that it's very hard for me, an architect?
Not actually somehow, but I think it should be.
Don't you think that for me, an architect, it's very hard for me to get a musician, like let me see, how do you call them?
Artists. What?
An artist, a musician, you get, who even doesn't have anything to do with architecture. He doesn't lack that. Whenever he want to go out, he want to go out with musicians. He want to go out with people who know how to play guitar.
Haven't you ever
Now-
seen people of two careers being together?
Let me. No, my problem is not the career, but at some point, it's very hard for me, an architect, to be with a secular musician, a woman. You understand? When she want to go outside, she wants maybe.
Maybe you. Maybe say
You know what
you.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's gonna be hard. I think to
I
everyone.
think if I am to actually get what Grace is saying, I
Please
hope
help me.
I interpret it
Back
right.
me up, please.
Yes, what
Not
Grace
against
is
you.
trying to say is that actually when it comes to goals you've set, there are different goals. You understand? Of course, we don't operate in one field.
Exactly.
I am not only a lawyer,
Of
but
course.
I go to church.
Yes.
I have a family. I have there are families I look up to, and I feel like I really love this family. And if I'm to start a family, I would love it. This family's goals. If I'm to operate in a relationship, there is a relationship I'll look up to. If I'm to operate as a lawyer, there are lawyers I will look up to. You get? That's what I think he is trying to say. Which brings us back to what Solomon asked about friends. To me, I believe when you're getting friendships, they are patterned in line with the goals you intend to achieve.
Yeah.
Not necessarily a particular one goal, because I'm going to have a lawyer friend, I'm going to have a musician friend,
Every
I'm
kind
going
of
to have-
Yeah.
in different areas, because in all these areas, I at least have something I intend to achieve. And also outside that, we still know relating socially. My dad Dan, who loves calling it social capital. Like in your area, social capital. So you can also still have that goal of having that social relationship.
Relating with whoever.
Yes,
like,
that's where you find that Kalo, where you stay. You have people you relate with. You have may not necessarily be friends who are into your lives, but they are people you understand with. When I am going to talk about things in regards to Mukono Kauga, where I come from, I'm not going to talk to Solomon. I'm not
course.
going to ask Midi.
Yes.
Because we don't say that. I'm going to go to someone
Exactly.
in that same area who understands.
Because you have your
background.
people abokalo.
Exactly. So
Wokuba endulu nga jajiwulira je.
kati buli goal
Ena audience.
yes, audience.
Every
like-
goal has an audience.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that means that when we are getting people we relate with, you don't just get them far, you get. But therefore you find they have friends and they have nothing to do with actually anything around
Maybe
their
Grace
life.
was trying to put up this very important point of someone announcing a specific goal in a wrong audience. That's what I'm trying to get out of what you were saying, and it's also crucial because you find that.
You know what I brought up focus? Because can you just imagine I have a project to hand in tomorrow, yeah, but all of the people that are calling me now,
They are
all of
calling
my
you to
friends,
party.
man, can we go for the show? Can we go for clubbing? Can we go? You
Guys.
understand that there are some people can just make you lose focus.
Guys.
No, it's not bad to relate to those
No,
people.
I'm not about to say
But
that.
you have
I
to.
feel like let us not blame our failures on somebody. Like you said something that when I'm an architecture, then my girlfriend is. Correct me, please.
Secular musician.
No,
With
Aki
the
what?
architects.
Okay.
Architect. Yeah.
So when my girlfriend is a musician, then I can't. No, how am I? You know, sometimes I feel like me. This is what I think. It doesn't mean that Joyce is, if she's a lawyer, she's supposed to get a lawyer boyfriend.
No.
No, I think you're not understanding Grace.
No, I'm going to where you were saying of the focus.
No.
Let me first answer his point
First,
of the
listen.
focus.
Grace is actually saying he's not going to carry his architect jazz and take it to someone
people who don't understand it.
Yes, who is a musician.
Oh,
you
good
get.
you guys.
If he is to talk about it's like me coming and discussing cases with you. What are you going to tell me about the law?
Why would you be discussing
Injunction.
court cases with
Exactly,
me?
that's what he is saying. That
what?
when you have focus, it directs you on who to relate with,
to relate.
what matters.
Like whenever you're setting for a goal, as we were saying, relationship.
But
goals,
as
any
if
goal,
I had him saying
let
that
it be.
I can't, I'm an architecture, I can't have a musician girlfriend. That's what as if what
No,
that's what I had.
That's
what I had him saying.
I don't remember him.
I feel like
saying
even
that.
when I'm setting my own goal, I shouldn't put it on some other
It's something
son.
personal.
Yes, I can't say okay. I want to have a restaurant, so the boyfriend I'm
My
dating,
dear,
I know couldn't take him.
My dear, it's personal, but remember, it has to be affected by the people.
Yeah,
around
that's
you.
No, but are your the objectives, the measures to you reaching your goal?
Maybe.
Is he involved?
Maybe when you get something, I want to talk about something. Let's say,
Please
when you
answer my question before
It
I
is
get
what
off.
I am actually answering. That when you are to do something, you look at the circumstances which will enable that thing to grow.
So
Okay.
let's look.
So I'm giving you a very good example. Just imagine, for example, let's say if I am a lawyer and then I get, let's say, a musician for a husband, and these are two different lives. Like my profession may not allow our relationship to grow. Because when I have time, this person doesn't have the time. Of course, when you're setting a goal, you look at the circumstances surrounding it. That's why he's saying to him, as an architect, there is no way he's going to sit down and start looking for a girlfriend.
Guys, to me, I
is
totally disagree. You know, let me look at this situation. Right now, I'm single, right? I'm giving an example. I'm single.
Are you or you are giving an example?
Why? Why? This is after the
That's an
set.
example.
Yes.
Come on, man.
So then I don't have a boyfriend, but my goal is to start a restaurant somewhere, and I've already started a kitchen. It's not like when I'm sitting down there, when I'm looking for a man, I should look for a man that is going to be liking food, or a man that somehow is connected to the kitchen. Joyous, please allow me to speak, and then yes.
Okay.
So I don't find it okay. I can't take it on someone else. I can't. My burden should not be somebody else's burden. I've seen people where my sister is. She taught in kindergarten. She's a teacher, like for kindergarten kids, and then she's also like in the kitchen. She's like a professional cook. But her husband is a fish farming consultant, and they are
okay.
And they are doing so
now,
well.
Get me well. The problem is personalities. You understand?
That's what I'm trying. That's what I was trying to explain to
The
them.
point is that some people's goals
I don't
or
know.
life achievements have been delayed by the people they deal with. So we should also handle that.
In me, I'm explaining it on the point of relationship, like you said, relationship.
Yeah, sure.
My goal should not be, you guys. If I know that I want to start a business, right? Let me say I want to start a shoe business, but my friend is Joyous, of which Joyous cannot support my shoe business. It doesn't mean that I'm supposed to get mad at her or you didn't support my business. So Joyous has affected my business.
Maybe she's there for something else.
Yes, just because I asked Joyous, are you going to be buying my shoes? And Joyous said, no, me.
She may not be a shoe lover.
Yeah, maybe you have a sister who sells shoes. I'm not supposed to put it on you. Let me have other people that are going to my goal and make it someone else's burden.
You are not making it someone else's burden, but we are saying that as a person, when you set your goals, it is important that you look at the surrounding under which that goal is to grow.
Amen.
It should be
You say the surrounding, but don't specifically say people.
Because the surrounding
people
is
are
met by
surrounding me. People are
Don't
surrounding.
specify. My point is,
just
you guys
like
do
Grace
not.
said
You know,
earlier.
Grace gave an example that has triggered my mind. Even up to now, I'm saying no. Your girlfriend is a hairdresser.
Yeah.
You are an architect. So how are those two connected? But you guys are going
What
on
I'm
so
saying
well.
is not. No. What I'm saying
I
is.
feel like sometimes
what
we
I'm
take
saying.
the burden. Like how is my own achievement support? That's where we are
No.
so selfish that I want to achieve something, so my boyfriend has to be part of it. No wonder some relationships have failed.
No, I actually think
I have to put you, or man, you have to support me. You know, that's how I got it when you say
This is getting hot.
That's how I got it when you say
Let me bring back my example.
Yeah,
let me
that's why
just bring it up, then we come to Joyous. We go
okay.
to
I'm an architect. Yeah, I work so hard. I do like 10 hours per day in my office. My wife, she is a musician. Yeah,
she's a hairstylist.
Okay.
You're bringing
Be
the
realistic.
I'm trying to show you. This is the example I brought today. Let's not talk about me, but I'm bringing an example.
Okay.
When you are setting the goal, you have to see, I'm going to whip this person, but she will be able to support me or me to be able to support her. Now, this girlfriend of mine or a wife of mine, she is a secular musician. And every time she has her shows,
You really hate
I have to be in my office doing my project that I have to present tomorrow. So every time she tells me, honey, can you come and support me? I want to see you in the show.
The
I wanna see
album
you in the
launch.
club. Can you but I just can't make it.
Yes.
So I just can't make it. It's not that I'm condemning him of being who she is. But before I set that goal of getting her, I have to think, are these two things going to work together? Because I will almost never be there supporting her. Actually, I don't know if she will.
For example, if I make a spiritual goal of becoming a preacher, I can't get such a
Wait,
person
you
who's
guys.
talking about. Yeah,
I
that's
think
true.
we are really touching a very sensitive area. And unlike other goals, when it comes to a relationship, it is the most sensitive area. When you are entering into a relationship, it must be with someone who is capable of actually who is capable of accepting you to grow, your goals to grow. When it comes to relationship, let's talk about friendships.
I didn't deny
Because
that.
I'm going to have
My
friends
point
in
is you
different
imposing,
areas.
making it a must that he's supposed to do it.
No, it's not
It
a
is
must.
your life.
Like we are saying,
you.
before you set
No,
the goal,
don't-
that is
guys.
even before you
Yeah,
get the
don't
person.
make it a must. I'm looking. I've given you an. I don't know when I was still
No.
talking, you guys interrupted me.
No,
Yeah.
also Midi, because you're not understanding.
I've understood. I said I've
No,
understood.
you
You guys
haven't.
make it a must.
Grace as an architect, he wouldn't try him with a musician.
Yeah.
But if there is an architect who feels that for them, even when they're married or when they
Let
are
them do
a
it.
musician,
Guys,
they can
I'm
still
not forcing
grow. It
Grace
is
to go with
okay.
what I'm saying. This is me making my argument. I'm not forcing my argument on anybody.
What is your argument? Because we are trying to answer it.
No, when you're saying that there are people who there are people that can live
Money.
with an architect can do a musician, then there are some that can do it. And I'm like, it is okay, but in the deep argument in that
Which one?
of saying don't impose it on that person.
Well,
Which
because we
person?
need to the partner you have. Guys, it is I understand that we are steps to each other's
You
life.
don't impose it, but if you're a person who will not be comfortable being in a relationship with someone you can't really rhyme with, then just don't go with it.
That's what we are. I don't know why you guys look as if me, I'm just advising people that don't impose anything on anybody, because when they are they are personal goals, then they are family goals. When I'm single like this and I have a personal goal, why should I impose it on another boy that is also trying to figure out himself?
Our time is really running
No,
out.
we still have,
Our time
we
is
still have
running
time.
out.
Unless when we are married, that's when we say, you know what, we are a family. Our goal is we want to build a house as a wife and a husband.
Before you get married, you are first dating. You're not going to wake up with someone married.
Joyous.
It's a process. So in this
And
process,
we talked
I
about
want each one of you to make a final deliberation about this.
guys, how am I making my personal goals Solomon's goals? Guys, let us not be selfish.
Don't forget that when you guys come together,
You become one.
you are
When we are dating.
you are equally yoked.
Come on, you guys.
No, no.
unless
Hey.
when you're dating to achieve what?
To achieve us becoming one.
Yeah.
Exactly. So you
You
don't
not.
You have
you
guys.
don't first get
Guys,
married.
I'm
listen,
surprised.
Calling a partner
no,
for this.
you know,
No.
this is where I have an
Okay.
issue.
You
When
don't-
you are in a relationship and you are two people in a relationship, Grace, you know what I'm meaning. Grace, I'm sorry to say this, but you have supported her with her goal, and she has supported you with her goal. Are you getting what I'm understanding?
Are you the spokesperson of the relationship?
Hey, me, I'm a customer. I know it. Be money. So you know, Grace, are you
Grace,
getting
mwana manye vitu ya
Grace,
mmoja
what
wala
you are
wala
saying is
wala
right, that we are achieving a goal of becoming like marriage and all those things. But what my point is just, when I am in a relationship with Solomon, let me not make it about me, and it's a must. My goal must be achieved.
Okay.
Because when I set my goals,
Let me
I've given her an
clarify.
example. I'm single right now. So does it mean that the man I'm going to get, I know Queen business?
Let Afande
by force, by
clarify.
fire?
Afande.
No.
It's important. No, of course, marriage
not
is
saying
about
that.
supporting
You're
each
No,
not
other.
I'm saying,
And in
I'm saying
simple terms,
dating. I'm not saying marriage.
Of course.
Dating.
Oh my God.
Why do we date?
When you
Why
date,
do we
you
date?
date to get married.
No,
You
I'm
don't
saying
we
date
talked
to get-
about dating, right?
Guys, dating is
Hello,
understand.
Mimo.
No, wait till I've time.
No.
Is
Which time are you talking about?
dating is understanding each other, right? I'm not imposing anything on anybody.
Nze mpa ku Apple
Guys,
ndiye
dating
kwanga.
guys, you one thing that is beating my understanding is we are speaking about the same thing, but you're not understanding what I'm
Maybe
saying.
you date for marriage.
You date for marriage, yes, but
So you
yes.
understand each other before the
But
marriage.
yes, I don't understand my boyfriend by forcing him to be.
I am
This is how I
dating
make
you
him
now
understand.
and you cannot support me now, then how am I going to be in a
What if
marriage
he
with
can't
you?
support you at the moment?
Why can't you support me? We are not talking about putting money or what.
Yes, but you can do other things,
Each
right?
and everything you do has to be in support with what
Is it a must that is supposed to support you?
If I am
No,
alone,
is it a answer my question? Is it a must or not?
it is a must.
It's a must.
wow.
Because
Yes.
Midi,
You know what?
Midi,
Why should I
You
date
are
someone
compelling
who
me
can
to ask the
support
producer to make 2 parts of this episode.
I think we should.
Our producer is
Guys,
okay.
How do you feel?
guys, let us not be selfish. Just as much as I want my goal to be achieved, my partner's goals should also be put in mind.
That's
Yeah.
why I
I should-
supporting.
Yes,
comes in.
yes,
It
my
is a
point-
must that I support you, and it is a must that you support
But
me.
if he fails, I'm not supposed to be mad at him that he has failed.
Why would
Because
you fail?
My
We are
goal-
not saying that. We didn't say that.
Oh, you see? For him, he's saying failing
Oh, no,
is.
no. Listen.
It's not a must that it good.
Before you even come to failing, we are looking at the willingness.
Of
You
willingness
must be
is
willing
there.
to support
Yes,
me.
it is there.
That is the very
That
first
is the right
ground.
word you have said. Willingness.
You must be willing.
Failure. I'm not supposed to put it
Ukiliziganya.
on gunpoint that he has failed. No,
You
no, no,
must
no, no.
be willing, and when you're willing, you are going to do all it takes to see that you achieve
For as
that.
long as force, my point is force should not be there. Let him
When
be
you're,
willing.
by the way, when you're in a relationship with someone, there is
Everything is
nothing
by
like
force.
forcing.
Yeah, Natty.
It is love and understanding each
Yes,
other.
that's what
It
I
is
was.
agreement.
We are going
That's why
back
we
to the
are
table.
saying that if I am dating you and you cannot support me, then I'll not
Let us
agree
stop
to
this.
settle
Yeah,
with
let's
you.
stop it.
Yes,
What if
Our
they are
dear
willing,
viewers,
but
thank you
they
for
can't?
watching us. This is Mimo finding
if
the
they are
winner
willing,
within.
but they can't?
These people are so hot. They have a lot of information to deliver. I don't know if it over movie Jawa over Chichi.
Anyway,
So you have decided to become the spokesperson of something. I don't understand why you are doing it, but anyway, let's leave it at that. Our dear viewers, this is Mimo finding the winner within, and I believe many of you there have made, you know, goal, have made resolutions, have set goals, have done everything. But I'm not joking. When the year was starting, many people set goals, as we said in the first place. They had resolutions, they had things they knew they had to accomplish. But in the midst of the journey, many things went berserk. Some people lost the hope. Some people lost the power, the vigor to fight on and keep on, achieving what they had to achieve. But we want to tell you this one thing: don't just give up on something.
yeah.
We are talking about some things that surround your environment, and bring up you making it or not making it. Because life is affected by many things. You are not, independent. Many forces act upon you. So the way they act upon you make you able or not able to do something or to do something. But I want to thank this. They are really bringing up nice scenarios. But in all this, why is goal setting important, by the way? Why should we set goals? Why is this important, if I may ask?
For direction.
Direction.
Yep, it's important. And then what I would like to tell the people is, even the Bible says you will reap what you sow. So sometimes it's not about the end result, it's the seeds you've put in. So if you want to come out with a great outcome out of the sweetheart, Chichi.
The ones over there.
So if you want to come out with, if you want a great outcome, if you want to be happy of what you've gotten out of whatever it is, you have to make sure that your input has to be very strong. Because sometimes we do so little and we expect much out of it. And that is not, it doesn't really make sense.
Yeah,
So
and-
what you put in should be more heavier than what you're going to, it will bring for you what, like, greater things out of the end of it. So you reap what you sow.
Yeah, and actually what I also want to tell our viewers as we come to the close of the show is that you know that the Bible says that God fulfills our heart's desires. That means that when you have your desires, what we are talking about are goals, that I intend to achieve this target, I intend to hit this. When you have that desire, place it before God, because He is the one capable of fulfilling it. You just tell Him, you know what, God, I intend to achieve this. May you give me the strength, may you give me the grace, and also the zeal to continue to, because it's very common that you'll start on your journey to achieve your goal and you get discouraged along the way. There is actually something I read, I think in this week. It was saying that you had purpose when you had that goal before anyone's opinion. So keep moving. In other words, when you're setting your goal, it is you, your mind, and your goals you've set wherever, in your mind, written down wherever. So even if people come and say this and that against your goal, we should go back to the drawing board. Why did I set this goal? What was I thinking about? Don't look at what actually other people say as a basis. You can use it to nurture how you play around with it, but don't look at it as a final say of how you should actually run it.
Yeah.
And I want to say that every goal is achievable. Every goal is achievable.
And it's
Don't
correctable.
get discouraged. Even if you don't achieve it today, you can
correct
achieve it
and
tomorrow.
improve it.
And there is still a lot of time.
Yeah.
There is still a lot of room for improvement, and each and every one of us is capable. Yeah, and we love you so much. I love you so much.
Award-winning statements and
It even says, there's even a statement that says there is no age for goal setting. Like you can, at any time you can set your goal.
Exactly.
At any age. So don't give up. You guys don't be too hard on yourself. When you fail, it should be a learning point. If you, maybe there's something that you did wrong. So that means if you are writing it down or keeping track of it, you can tell that I didn't do A, B, C, and D. I should improve on this and this. Don't be too hard or give up. You might be like dreaming about something like that is very good and achievable. Just because you stepped on the wrong stone, then you tripped, then you give up on it. So you should always go back and beautify it for you to achieve it in some other way.
Chewbacca, the builder.
I just want to talk to someone who set a goal at the beginning of the year and all this came up, pandemic and stuff. I just want to talk to somebody. Don't give up now. Like C.S. Lewis said that.
C.S. Lewis.
I can't go back to the beginning to change it, but where I am, I can restart and change the end. So it's not the end. Just keep working. Focus on, you can still focus on it. You can still bring closer the people who will help you focus on the goal. I don't know
Even
who
though they are
someone-
hairdressers, what? Bring them.
Yeah, bring the people who can support you, and don't blame the people who can't, because maybe they are busy or doing other things that what you're doing. But just keep positive.
Yep.
There are failures that will come along, but don't give up,
Yeah.
because they will always be there. Keep positive, and one time, one day,
One day at a
things
time.
will come back to all together.
Sure.
And we'll
To
see.
our dear viewers, you know what? History won't forgive you if you fail to forgive yourself for the mistakes you have done. Forgive yourself, like forgive, release yourself. People won't forgive you. When they realize you failed at one moment, to forgive yourself for things you didn't make in life. You know what? Our challenges we find in life, we should make them springboards that push us to another level. You might have failed somewhere, but that's not your end.
I know.
That's not your end. You have a future, you have potential, you have space, you have talent, you are equipped, you are sponsored. So use each and every skill within you, you know what, to make this happen.
Yeah.
We love you so much. This team, I'm humbled to work with you. You have really helped out souls out there.
Yep.
You have done an amazing job as the year is ending.
Yeah.
You know, we wish you a Merry Christmas.
Merry
And
Christmas.
And a Happy New Year.
guys. We love
We
you
love you
guys.
so much.
Noel.
May God bless you. From the Knowledge Command Center, as usual.
Me move.
We love you. God bless you.
We wish you a Merry Christmas.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas.
And
Happy New Year.
we wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. We wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. Yeah.
We wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of our heart. We wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. We wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. We wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of our heart.